Good morning. It is Saturday morning here in Northern California and we finally have some sun. It's been raining for about the past week, so we're glad it's sunny, dry things out. On the last video, I left it with a little bit of a hint of the Firefly System, which is a multiplex lighting control and tank monitoring system. So I'm going to walk you through those functions. Some of you may think, that's just another fancy gadget that can break. So far, it's been super reliable. It's got some really convenient functions, and I'll walk you through those. So here we are. We're at the Dynet main panel, or I guess you'd call it the master panel. And to the right is the Aldi heating system, which I talked about previously. If you guys want me to go through that functions of that Aldi, just leave me a comment below and I'll do a separate video on that. But right now I just kind of wanted to look at the Firefly system. So I'm on the home panel right here, with the home page, and you can see you have fresh water, gray water, black water, and your 2 LP tank levels. And then you have the tank heater, the water pump, which you can see this is very responsive. I just hit that and bam, there it's on. And then the dinette up and down. So if you have people coming over, or you want to raise your table for the height that's most comfortable for you, you can use that. And you get your inverter function. When you're offshore power, you just turn that baby on, and you have your battery power. I'll go through the other panels in a minute. Now I'm going to swap over to the main lighting panel, or lighting screen. So you got a couple selections here. You want to turn on the dinette locker, which is just right above the dinette. It's got some nice down lighting. I think there are 3 puck lights that turn on and off. And then the front accent light, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like that movie theater kind of perimeter lighting. Really good when you watch a movie, you don't have all that big lights in front of you. And galley locker, that's right above their main kitchen sink and cooking area. And then you hit the main ceiling, and man, that's really, really bright. And then the front locker is basically the locker down lights, similar to the gallery and the dinette locker lights. They're just down lights, but I think they're 3 pucks. And one of the things I think that's really cool is when you have certain things selected, I'll just kill that one, and you're ready to go to bed, or you just leaving the couch, you just hit light master off, and it shuts off everything. And if you say, well, nope, that was a mistake, I need to go back in, without having to reselect all these individual ones, whatever was left on, that light master on, just activates them all again. So again, he just shuts everything off. So we're going to go to the rear panel, or the rear lighting control. And here, same light master on, light master off. There's a couple things that are a little bit weird here. The bed ceiling, turn that on, that's your main ceiling lights coming down right off the roof. And then the bed reading is your down lights, which were previously called locker lights in the front. And then you have locker, which is really the ambient light, kind of a high night light, or good for watching TV or something. And then the bed base, that's kind of like a lower, I guess you'd call it a night light around the perimeter of the bed. And then, of course, bathroom light. I don't know why you need to control it from here, but there is one. And in the shower, now that can be fun because let's say you want to play a little joke on someone. You can just hit it right from there. All right, let's go to the exterior screen. Same master on and off like we saw before. And then we have an entry door light. You can see how responsive these things are. It's pretty amazing. And that's, just a little light above the door, grab handle. It's kind of one of those blue, clear lucite things. It's got a nice little look to it. Then your awning light, and then a patio light, which is about a 6-inch floodlight that kind of floods the whole area underneath the awning. Alright, so now we're going to go to the awning control. And it's basic, open and close, and then tilting the front and tilting the rear. So I'm not going to hit any of those because we have a little problem with the awning right now that's got to get fixed. So on to settings. Not much here, just screen brightness, and tells you what kind of trailer you have. So we'll head over to the auxiliary. Now, I'm not sure why you want this from here, but it does give you the ability to turn the bathroom fan on and off, or operate the bed lift on and off. We've never done it from here. We've always just used it in the bedroom, but it's here if you need it. Okay, right now I am in bed and I'm looking up at the bed locker, and right below there is this panel, which is probably one of the most convenient panels there is. One of the things that I didn't talk about in the other screens was these panel lights. So when you hit panel lights, some people like to leave these on so they can kind of another indicator that things are on. We don't really use it, but it's there if you want it. Like right now I've got the reading lights on, and when I turn it off, it turns from blue to white. So it's pretty obvious to me when you have the lights on, but I guess they're cool. So when we have the bed ceiling, the bed accent, and the bed base, and then you have your bed lift and your master on and off. So the bed lift is a little bit odd because the motor is really not that strong. So it'll function perfectly when there's no weight on the bed. But if you're, laying in bed and you're trying to adjust it up and down, you can hear the motor straining going up. Going down, it seems to be fine. Going up, I think it struggles a little bit. The coolest function of this whole panel is, let's say you just crawled into bed and you're like, watched a movie and you left lights on, and you want to go to bed. You just hit, first of all, you hit your panel lights off, and that just does the backlighting, and then you kill that master panel or master lights, and every light in the whole trailer goes off. So that's really convenient when you're just ready to hit the hay. So there's a little separate, little smaller panel in the bathroom. Bath fan, bath light, hello, and then tank heater and water pump. Not really sure why you'd want to control those from here, but the functions are there for you. Okay, so this is one panel that's kind of confusing a little bit. This is by the front sofa, and it's a reclining sofa with a little separate controller recliner. That actually works amazing. It's very comfortable. But the naming conventions here do not match up with the naming conventions on the other panels. So, for example, Galley Task here turns on the lights above the kitchen and the sink, but in the other panel, they're called locker lights. So I'm not sure why they got it weird like that, but I mean, it's obviously you can tell which ones are going in on and off, but probably Airstream needs to figure out the naming conventions and get that straight for the future models. So here we have the last panel, which is at the front door, or right below the sink as you come into the trailer. So same functions: patio, main ceiling, the grab handle, entry door, awning, and there's your tilt controls again. It's weird because they don't have the same kind of buttons, but then you have your master switches like we saw before. And then there's two other functions here. One is your main battery on and off. So I believe that's for when you go into storage and you want to kill the main battery power. And the awning is a safety that prevents the awning from operating while you're plugged into your truck. And when you get out of the vehicle, you have to activate that again to unlock it, otherwise the awning won't work. So that about summarizes the Firefly system. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, give us a little note down below, and please subscribe to us. We look forward to bringing you some more videos. You guys take care. We'll catch you later.